on the other one.
What do you mean?
After like this match, we're gonna go live on WWE again.
Oh, we can't right though. When's it? Well, once you after this match, you're probably going home because I have to do other stuff with other people.
Because I do other stuff with other people.
Yeah, I have to stream with my other friend Zach. So.
Okay, we clear.
And it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for Tony Parker.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there.
Oh, hold on. Audio through here. Let's see if I can do audio through here.
And put on real play percentage.
What do you mean?
It says use your timer. Put on. Go over. Use your timer.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Go over. Real play percentage.
Communication, and now.
And here's Harden for three.
I don't ever play this, so.
Back at you.
I don't ever play this.
Immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here's Aldridge. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Spurs trail by 3.
I think it's the first time I've ever heard of a commentary usually music playing.
That doesn't go either for Aldridge. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since
I just let you have that.
he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third
the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I touched it.
Wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
I mean, if it was Madden, it'd be a different Aldridge. I'd probably be winning by a mile.
Spurs working the ball around now. They get it back.
How the hell, man?
Dishes to Leonard. There's Green with the 3. Green missing again. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Harden, and he caught that pass and
of course, with Harden, you have
big slam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Parker. He's got 6, and he gets it to go.
And from 3-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Back to
Beverly. Of course you had a block.
Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Yeah.
Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact,
why is he talking about Dwayne Howard?
He just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, man.
Yeah.
His body betrays.
First of all.
Some changes here for the Spurs. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Martin comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. Mills with the steal. 1:37 left in the first quarter. West kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Mills. West outside. Dishes it to Mills. It's tipped, but he gets it back. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. That's tipped out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
So that's what came back to us.
Spurs with some changes. DL comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Kawhi Leonard. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels is checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've got a nice edge on the glass.
That's good. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup. And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
And now the
Look
first
at everybody, they're all fresh. Greg
getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, a game last season, number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about team. And, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
Oh yeah, I know.
They go.
He says he's like to stream and stuff, but he didn't. So I know because I would go back to my subs literally like after the stream, it would still be the same thing. So.
And here's Mills for 3, and that one's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and the shot.
Where were you going?
And that's
I don't even know.
For James
honestly, I'm just doing this to have fun.
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, then we'll take it right back.
Puts it up from 17, Beverly, and it's well off target. Now Martin. And he's way off from outside. Had a chance to hear from Tony Parker. He said that he lives for the challenge of continuing.
I always try to improve and get better. And Pop always
I'm just gonna skip this so we can get done with it.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been.
The kids are close game though.
You know, that's great because that shows Pop's and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence.
Okay.
That's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a
nice job.
He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the
Oh, he's fine. I don't need, oh, it's me. It's saying my throat controller battery's low.
Ready to start up.
I don't need it. I'm fine. It doesn't.
Out to you from a number standpoint.
No.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter.
Oh, that was a bad shot on my part.
Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modi Eunice and Howard, the post pair. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Patty Mills. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's KJ McDaniels in for James Harden. Ginobili outside. Parker passes to Ginobili. Duncan outside. From 15 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Kicks it to McDaniels.
Oh, wait, let me switch over.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
We can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire.
I must have got hit.
Want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that last replay, courtesy of Kia.
All right, yeah. I swear.
It's leading by 8. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. A shot by McDaniels, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Brewer with the steal. Here's Capella, covered by Parker. McDaniels, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. From deep. The Spurs rebound. Parker outside. Three-pointer. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Offensive rebound.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, He's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Leonard with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
Houston making some changes. Jones checked in for Capella. Harden comes in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry.
What?
Bounds. Houston takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Rockets leading by 10.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
Aldridge, no luck.
Never.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Out left to the wing, expanding his range. They get the rebound, kicks it out to Harden. Houston moving it around. For 3, Beasley. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Duncan. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places you could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Rockets leading by 12.
Can someone come guard James Harden, though?
Harden outside.
Bo.
And 2 long on the shot.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
That's good. And 11 points for Tony Parker.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Now a timeout called by Houston. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever
I was expecting it to be that one of those.
Big time
Oh wait, no one.
And a big shot maker.
Harden.
Overall, I haven't seen the same type of success that they initially had from beyond the arc. I think it may be because they're rushing a little bit. They're still getting good looks, but now they've got to make sure their feet are set and they're shooting it with confidence. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Ginobili dishes to Aldridge. Feeds it to Parker. For the 3. And it's Parker again missing. Rockets leading by 12. Inside. Here's McDaniels.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Houston also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Jones. Moniunas comes in for Michael Beasley. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for KJ McDaniels. Harden's shot is good. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Okay, just hit that.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. And it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they proved you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
Why is it not?
You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
Daniels is checked in for Trevor Ariza. Kevin Martin on the wing, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Martin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Mills. Rockets leading by 14.
I'm just playing honest. I'm having
It's Harden with the drive.
Score.
From deep. David West grabs the miss.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
I'm just going now for points early.
19 seconds left to play.
Step on your phone.
No, it's not like that.
Beverly. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul.
Thanks for the ball.
Now, here's Diaw. The pass to Mills. From deep three-point range. Shot is off.
Like, shoot that son of a bitch.
And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets.
I didn't think you were going to make it if my guy hit the ball.
And now, the 2K Sports halftime show.
Oh, shit, this halftime show because you don't watch it.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, I mean, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the night.
So I don't have to hit 3.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harden against Green.
Where was Cuz going?
The offensive rebound.
Well, he actually did a nice job there reading how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. I mean, that can make up for any height disadvantage. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over.
I didn't know you were going to do that because I knew you couldn't make it 3-1.
Ragged defensively there, Clark. And guys, Patrick Beverly,
a
perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Houston making some changes. Jones checked in for Howard. And it's Beasley in for Monte Eunice.
8-second violation.
Green with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And that one's good.
Oh,
And Beverly plucked out of here by the Rockets. Clark
that was good.
That was good, past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
That's going to be over.
Oh, I didn't even do that. That was all him. All of him.
All right, yeah, violation. The choking violation.
Nah, that's you. He sucks on this
that was going to go in. Harden's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Rockets. Spurs trail by 11. There's Green with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. The 3 from Harden. Rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Puts up a 3. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And here's Harden for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Aldridge kicks to Duncan. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either.
Oh, come on.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Harden, no good. They've got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. There's Parker with the 3. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. To the paint, Parker with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard with the ball.
That was awesome.
Never.
That was literally straight in, nothing but net.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You can't remember.
As the team
Probably him.
into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate.
Why would you put a tired 76 overall in instead of putting an 80 overall in?
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay
I'm talking about the coach's decision on my team.
Goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
What do you do?
And here's Harden for 3, and he gets the bucket. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
What?
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Oh, did I just do that?
Mills.
Did I just do that?
Nice
I'm pretty sure it was James Harden. I just did that too.
No.
I'm certain it was James Harden. I just fucking just took the ball from him.
It was Patrick Beverly.
Beverly with the ball. Picked up by
That was
Ginobili.
dope.
The tray. The shot misses.
Oh, the best one I think I've done was on Kyrie Irving when my other friend was here. We were playing in.
It didn't show that
And I swatted him with the fucking Curry. That was hilarious.
Most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you.
Comes to do a damn dunk and I swat that.
Did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before
God
all of his
damn it,
injuries, as a case in point.
And here's Harden for 3.
Never,
San
Harden,
Antonio
never.
with the rebound. West has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Always one of my favorite players.
With
I don't.
the 3.
Never.
That is good.
Jones
got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. The Rockets shooting 40% from the field. His first shot coming late, and it's Jones. That time on the assist by Beverly.
Why'd I come
Beverly's
back?
got his
No?
4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Mills from the arc. Rockets with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Harden with it. Picked up by Ginobili.
Wow.
And Patrick Mills gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden.
Bro,
Beasley for 3. Kevin Martin with the rebound.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Come on, shoot.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those.
What are you doing?
free throws.
The Rockets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus
Now your battery's low.
are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Houston making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Why are you calling him out for?
I'm putting back in my starters.
Why?
Because I don't like who thought I have any.
These are
Now a
fun.
timeout called by Houston.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure
I like my dad.
everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
So for the Rockets, Jones checked in for Howard. Reza comes in, and James Harden subbed in for Brewer. Rockets leading by 11. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden's shot is off. Anderson passes to Diaw from deep three-point range. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. An absolute bomb from
Never.
three-point range. Harden's got 32 points in the game. Mills with it. 1 second left. Look at that shot!
Yes!
As we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it.
That was awesome, though.
And never in a million years would he hit that.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Montejunas. And it's Terry in at point guard. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Parker dishes to Green. From deep. Can't get it to go.
What?
And Houston the other way now.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Aldridge. His three-pointers off the mark.
Wow.
Rockets leading by 11. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden inside the three-point line. Green with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Diaw.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Harden can't hit. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Lets the 3 fly. Montejunas gets to Harden.
Get out of here. I'm not making that.
The three-pointer no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
What?
The Rockets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And he gets it to go.
Whoa.
Harden's got 17 now just in the second half.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rockets system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yes, there's that.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, "How much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 37.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Out to Parker. Back to Duncan. Outside Aldridge. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That was a glitch. My guy fell and got back up.
Rockets on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. And it's Leonard again missing.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the...
Oh!
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time
Bullshit.
And it's
Good job.
A major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him.
What? But you can make it, but I can't.
From deep. Rebound by Parker. Spurs trail by 18. Leonard the pass to Duncan. On up the court. It's stolen by Jones. And stolen by Aldridge. Green dishes to Duncan. Aldridge kicks to Green. From deep. Sinks it. What
finally, damn.
Outside. Wow.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Dwight Howard's checked in for Jones. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cautious.
Well, you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
What?
You know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract.
I don't even want to play. You're the one who wanted to.
He's not worth every pick.
Rockets on offense. They're on a 14-3 run right now.
And so just rolling to the finish line now. And what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots
they didn't give you the score.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James Harden.
What? I did not.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
The Rockets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. The dish to Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So San Antonio going with an almost new group here.